Hey YouTube friends, Woodsy Mike here. For my first video, I want to show y'all my enclosed trailer camper conversion. I didn't do a whole lot to it, but I will tell you that this has been an excellent conversion. I have used it several times now, and the reason why I got it, I had a nice big camper, but I was having problems hauling it with my truck. I didn't have a big enough truck to haul it with. And I sold it, and I bought an enclosed trailer with the money. It was like 2 months old. Got it for $2,000. So what I did, I built a couple bunk beds, did a little bit of insulation. But I'm going to show you guys around what I've got going on here, and hopefully you like it. So one of the first things that I want you to know is that I wanted to keep this stealth mode in case I want to travel and go somewhere and park in a parking lot and not have to worry about someone knowing that it's a camper. So I didn't do much to the outside. In fact, I didn't do anything to the outside besides put a light. I got a little LED light, you can see there, and I tell you what, that sucker is bright. It lights up the whole front whenever I pull up somewhere and want to go camping somewhere. It's pretty nice. I didn't do anything to the door. I left the latch on the outside that comes on the door, and the reason for that, I wanted it to still look like a trailer. But some people think that you might get locked in here, and there's a quick solution to that. You take your lock and lock that right there, and then nobody can lock you in there. I already tried it. I've had a friend of mine try to lock me in there with it set up like it is, and I was able to hit the door a little bit and it came undone. Because I mean, you can kind of do that, but if you hit the door a little bit, it'll come right off. So let's go inside. Inside, oh, speaking of the locks, inside you can lock it from the inside. That's all I did. I bought one of those little laugh locks. I did not, I plan on getting the regular camper door handle with the lock on it with the deadbolt, but that's for later. You can get those on eBay for about 10 bucks. So the first thing I did to the camper, to the trailer, was strip all the plywood out, and I put 1-inch insulation in it. And I did this paneling on the roof, and I'm already not liking it. I'm probably going to change that. But I put the insulation in the roof also, and I bought this paneling and it's warped. So I don't know what's going on with that. It was nice and straight and beautiful when I first put it up there, and it's been about a month and it's getting warped. Looks ugly. I ran wiring. I've got a 12-volt system in here. I ran some wiring for future things that I might want to do. I'm thinking about putting a little shelf over here with a phone charger and stuff. The existing switch that came in here, it only ran that light on the roof, and that's the one that I added out here to the porch light. Works out pretty good. I'm going to change these bulbs. These are the standard bulbs. I added this light in here. I'm going to change the bulb in it too. I'm going to put an LED in it because it seems to, if I leave it on for real long, it eats down the battery pretty quick. So other than those couple little things, the only other thing that I did, I built these bunk beds, and I wanted this trailer to still be useful for hauling stuff, a lawnmower or four-wheeler or something like that. So I made these bunk beds to where they can come out and go down the side. So if we want to haul a four-wheeler or something when we go camping, I just moved them out of the way, put them down the side, and the four-wheeler can still pull in here. To me, I wanted this trailer to be versatile. Right now, the only thing I've got on these bunk beds is they're just plywood right now. I plan on buying some 5-inch memory foam, and come to find out that stuff is really expensive. I've not been able to afford it yet. I'm probably getting some in a couple of weeks, but anyways, it's like 150 bucks for a queen size, and a queen size I can cut in half and it'll fit perfectly on each of these bunk beds. But anyways, they lift up and slide out of the way. I just built these little shelves for them to go on, little racks. They were really simple to build. I mean, it took me 20 minutes each to build these. And they're solid. They really do hold somebody really good. So I'll make a video later on how to build those if you guys want that. Let's see, in the rest of the camper here, one of the things I had to have was a TV. Of course you gotta have a TV. I went to Harbor Freight and I got this $20 swivel mount for a TV. And it works out pretty good. In fact, I thought I was gonna have problems with it moving all over the place from going down the road, and it hasn't moved at all, really. It stays pretty solid. I bring a couple things with me when I go camping, and I pretty much just leave it all in the trailer. It's ready to go whenever I'm ready to go. So I'll just show you around a couple of the little things that I bring with me. I've got a big Bluetooth speaker. You got to have some jams when you're out camping sometimes. There's my extension cord. I've got another light for outside in case I want to plug it in and have a little bit more light than just the porch light. I always bring my chainsaw with me. You can bring an axe, bring a chainsaw. I've got it all. I bring it every time I go. If I need firewood, it's there. I'm ready. Got a bag of charcoal. Let me tell you guys about this here. This right here is a battery backup for your home computer. And, you know, if the power goes out, you don't get a surge, and you don't, like, your computer stays on, so you don't lose your files or whatever. This one was bad. The battery in it was bad. Well, come to find out, the batteries that are inside these are 12-volt batteries. So if you take the battery out and wire into it to where the battery connection was and hook that to your car battery, this serves a lot of good purposes. It will keep your battery charged, and you can run your 120 volts items like a fan. It'll run for a couple hours. This is basically a power inverter. I think it's 600 and something watts. So 650 watts. Turns out to be a really good power inverter. Don't throw those away. When the battery goes bad, I know a lot of people replace them, but there's a lot of people that actually throw these out because the battery went bad, and they're very useful for a camper. Another thing I bring along, I've got this little heater. I found it at Walmart. It was really cheap. 200 watts. Runs off my generator perfect. It doesn't even rev my generator up any. I love it. It keeps it nice and toasty in here, and which is very surprising, but the good insulation is what does that. Of course, you got to have a broom to sweep out the dirt. Got my little rug down here. Excuse it for being a little bit dirty in here because I've been camping a few times. The last time I went, it was raining, so I got some mud and stuff on the floor. That's one of the problems. I think I'm going to put a different kind of floor in here. I'm not really sure yet. But anyways, underneath the bottom bunk bed, got my little Honda 2000 watt generator. Works really good for anything to do with the outdoors. When you go camping, I use that thing. I definitely recommend getting a Honda 2000 if you're an outdoorsman, because this thing has served me. I've had it for probably 3 years now, and I use it more than I ever would have imagined. Okay, so the rest of the stuff that I carry with me, I just got this little fold-out table. I've got another smaller table. It's really for tent camping, but it works out pretty good in here if I want something to set stuff on. Got a couple fold-up chairs. They work out pretty good. And underneath there, I just got a little plastic bin. It's got my my silverware and my paper plates and cups and different little items like that. It really doesn't take me a lot to go camping. I don't have to haul the kitchen sink with me. I bring just regular essential items. And I've got a towel and some cards and flashlights and bug spray. A little bit of stuff. Got my little fan there. So yeah, that's my trailer. It's plain and simple. It doesn't hardly cost anything for me to build the bunk beds and stuff. It barely costed anything. I think I probably spent 30 bucks on wood. other than that, that's my trailer. I hope you like it, and I hope you subscribe. Thank you.